Descript makes it so easy to edit my videos for my YouTube channel. You can easily remove filler words, mistakes, and automatically transcribe and create captions for your video. Hey friends, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Loïc and I'm a marketer and musician based at San Francisco, California. I look at the intersection of music, technology, and marketing. In this video, we're going to talk about Descript, a revolutionary way to create and edit audio and video content as easy as editing a Google document. Let me show you. This is the opening screen of Descript where you have all your projects. I'm going to click on the top right to create a new project. The first thing I'm going to do is take the video I want to edit and drag it to the script section. And as you can see, it's adding the file. What it's doing is this is asking for the name of the speaker, which is myself. And now what it's going to do, it's going to transcribe automatically the audio into the text. For that, Descript uses pretty advanced audio AI. Right here, and I'm going to play. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to move this and I'm going to lower the volume a little bit because for this recording, it might be a bit too loud compared to my voice. All right, now I'm going to play it. At this year's Super Bowl, Rihanna ended her live performance. At this year's Super Bowl, Rihanna. So you see that I've repeated twice, which is not a problem because now we can easily see it on the script. So the main screen is divided actually in three areas. This area that I'm highlighting where you see the picture is called the canvas. And that's the visual of the video. The left is called the script, and that's where you can arrange your scenes and do editing. And that's actually the philosophy of the script is most of the editing is happening in this section of the screen. And then at the bottom, you have the regular timeline that you will find in any video editing software with the video and the audio sound wave. And the idea is to use this section of the interface as little as possible. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how easy it is to edit this video. It's a snippet from a longer video. Actually, this is the first video I posted on the channel about Apple Music's sponsorship of the halftime show. Link in the description so you can watch it if you're interested. I'm going to use this to show you a quick edit and how we're going to generate a landscape video, but also a cutout for social media, being more on a vertical. First thing I wanted to do is I'm going to click on this magic button and to see if I can find any gaps between words. It would look basically for gaps that are 1 second or over, if I'm 4, and it would short it to half a second. So done. At this year's Super Bowl, Rihanna ended her first live performance in 7 years, suspended above the stadium. The second thing I'm going to do is, of course, I repeat twice the intro, so I'm going to delete the first time. At this year's Super Bowl, cut off the text, automatically the video is shorter. And I'm going to put ads. Now I'm going to edit the text to make sure the transcription is perfect. So come out here. Rihanna ended her first live performance in 7 years, suspended above the stadium, singing her hit song, Diamonds. Apple Music was for the first time the sponsor of the halftime show. In this video, so you notice that it didn't transcribe show, probably my accent, so I'm adding manually. I'm going to cut this period. We have to wait, it's making some changes. Okay, let's try again. Sponsor of the halftime show. In this video, I want to show you why Apple Music won the Super Bowl, in my opinion, and how you can apply some of the principles and the strategy to your company, regardless of its size. Can't wait to watch the full video. Link in the description. All right, so you've seen I was trying to be eloquent. It was my first video, very nervous. and I was trying to be eloquent, but there's a lot of pauses that I will edit, which I'm going to do now. Okay, and for that, I can use the timeline at the bottom to fine tune those. I'll start from the beginning. At this year's Super Bowl, Rihanna ended her first live performance in 7 years, suspended above the stadium, singing her hit song, Diamonds. So you can see here on the timeline that there's a little gap. Song, Diamonds. Apple. I'm going to cut this. Apple Music was for the first time the sponsor of the halftime show. Apple Music was for the first time the sponsor of the halftime show. In this video, I want to show you why Apple Music won the Super Bowl, in my opinion, and how you can apply some of the principles and the strategy to your company regardless of its size. Great. Just for information, the video was 46 seconds and now it's 27 seconds. Very convenient. I don't mind the chop on the screen because what I want is getting the rhythm right. This is how you cut the ums using the AI, or you can do it manually. You can also cut the gaps or the silence, either using the AI or fine-tuning with the mouse here. All right, so this is how we cut things. The next thing I want to do is actually wanted to crop the image because you see the window here, and I wanted to cut the window. I'm going to actually reduce this, and here we go. No. Perfect. So I cut a bit, and it happens that now I'm a little bit more in the middle of the picture, so it's even better. Now I'm going to show you the second coolest feature of Descript, after, of course, the auto transcription, is the concept of scenes. Basically, it's how can you turn this video into a slideshow so you can do some really cool things with it. Let me show you what I mean by that. You see this little /. At this year's Super Bowl, I'm going to add one before Rihanna, and I just realized that Rihanna ended her first live performance in 7 years, suspended above the stadium, singing her hit song, Diamond. All right, I'm going to put another one here. Apple Music was for the first time the sponsor of the half. I'm going to put one here. In this video, I want to show you why Apple Music won the Super Bowl, in my opinion, and how you can apply some of the principles. I want to put one here. Principles and the strategy. I want to put one here. Strategy. Okay. Why did I want to put this? Because now you see I have on the left 6 slides. The first one's going to be when I'm going to add my title. The second one, I'm going to use some B-roll to illustrate Rihanna singing her hit song, Diamond, suspended in the air. Then I want to maybe put the Apple Music logo here. Then nothing here. And then I want to put some overlay text as I talk about principle and strategy. Very simple editing. Okay, so here we have our files, and I have 2 more files that I want to drop. One is that Rihanna video, and then the Apple Music logo. So I just drag and drop them here, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's try again. Okay, let's try this technique from computer. Here we go. Now it's adding the files. So as I mentioned, I want to add a title at the top. I'm going to do that very quickly. I select this slide. I click on the T, title, and I'm going to tap Apple Music Halftime Show. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to need to move this around. I'm going to put a big title, a bigger title. Okay. And I'm going to center it, and I like to have stuff on my face. Okay. So what happens now? I have a play. At this year's Super Bowl, Rihanna As you can see, the title only play for the first scene between the two / here and then stop. Okay. And then for the second one, I'm going to add a B-roll. And the B-roll is Rihanna's video that I have here. And so I talk about how she ended her concert. So towards the end of the concert, she is suspended. And I think I want where she's suspended. All right, this one, perfect. And as I click add, you see my cursor is in the second slide. Boom, what it did is it automatically added the B-roll to that scene and only that scene. Let's play from the top. At this year's Super Bowl, Rihanna ended her first live performance in 7 years, suspended above the stadium, singing her hit song Diamonds. Apple Music. Slide 3, came back to me. So this is where I want to insert the logo, which I also uploaded. Boom. A little bit too big. Quick edit. Boom. Again on my face. Superb. Let's try again from the top. At this year's Super Bowl, Rihanna ended her first live performance in 7 years, suspended above the stadium, singing her hit song Diamonds. Apple Music was for the first time the sponsor of the halftime show. In this video, so very quickly, in less than 5 minutes, we added a title, we added a B-roll, and we added a logo to specific scenes. All right, I mentioned that at the end, I wanted to add some text overlay. Actually, what I like to do is, let me show you, I like to do it reverse order. I click on strategy. So the slides were strategy. I'm going to type here plain text. I'm going to type principles and strategy. I'm going to make them a bit smaller, but not too much, so they don't compete in size with the title. They're going to be at the top and they're going to be here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, reduce it, and I'm going to put it here. I love to put stuff here. Okay. So what does that mean is when I play, the principles and the strategy show up. But what I want also is I want this to show up here. I'm going to delete strategy. And now this is how it looks. Some of the principles and the strategy to your company. Super. So the text overlay will show up when I pronounce the words, and it's perfectly timed because I time it at the beginning of the scene. All right, so we saw the powerful functionality that scenes can be and what it enables you to do. One thing I want to do now is to show you a third very powerful feature of Descript, which is the audio AI. You can hear that the audio quality is pretty good, but it's a bit echoey. That's due to the room where I was. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the audio. And what I can do is, you see here, I have this audio repair functionality, and I'm going to move this around so it doesn't compete. And I'm going to click on it. And what's doing now, it's using some AI to listen to my recording, and it will present me with an option to reduce kind of this echo noise floor and make the sound of my voice sound even better, isolated from the environment. Okay, so it sounds like it's already done. Let me play from the top. At this year's Super Bowl, tremendous change. Let me compare without. At this year's Super Bowl, Rihanna ended her first live performance with suspended above the stadium. All right. It brings a bit of an artifact. So what I like to do is dialing in the middle. That's what I'm going to do. Singing her hit song Diamonds. Apple Music was for the first time the sponsor. All right, I like it this way. So what I wanted to do is reduce the echo, but also not push it too hard so it doesn't bring artifacts. One thing I like to do is also, like many people, I'm not crazy about my voice. So what I like to do is play with a parametric EQ of the halftime show. In this video, I want to show you why Apple Music won the Super Bowl, in my opinion, and how you can apply some of the principles. So what I did is I boost a bit my low end. I took the nasal of my voice a bit down, and then I added a bit of air at the top. The other thing I'm going to do is add, and again, I'm in the middle here, is add a compressor just to reduce the differences between my low volume and high volume, regardless of its size. At this year's Super Bowl, Rihanna ended her first live performance in 7 years, suspended above the stadium, singing her hit song. The default settings are perfect. All right, cool. So we also play with the noise reduction, and this is super powerful functionality. And last thing I want to do is I want to add some music as I speak. So you can click on files here. And actually Descript comes with access to a video library, GIF library, images. We put some B-roll, we put some text overlay, we put even a logo. We added music in the background. We clean up a bit my voice. And now we're ready to share. If you click on publish here, you have two ways of sharing. One, you can just publish a web link and then share this link to any collaborators for review, or you can just export. So I'm going to export. I'm going to select video, current composition. Because I have a 4K footage, I'm going to export a 4K video. And here I click export. I can do this. I'm going to click here, snippet, Apple Music Halftime Show V2. Now it's exporting. What I will do is I will speed this up when you watch the video, so you don't have to stay here for the full 2 minutes. I wanted to show you the output, which is this video. At this year's Super Bowl, Rihanna ended a first live performance in 7 years, suspend. So here you have it. All right, so now what I wanted to do is create a countdown for social media that is vertical. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select entire text, click on this, and I would say, okay, duplicate to new composition. Now I have a new composition. So it's the same. It says clip from snippet. And what I'm going to do is actually change that to social. Okay. Because it's social, so the first thing I want to do is change the format to vertical. I select enter video. And you see here, there is actually different aspect ratio, landscape, and I'll change to portrait. And what it does automatically, basically create this new kind of canvas. And what I'm going to do is change the ratio of the video. I'll do that for each one, each scene. Okay. It's apparent that some of the videos I'm not centered in the middle, so I'm going to update that very quickly. Let's play. At this year's Super Bowl, Rihanna ended a first live performance in 7 years, suspended above the stadium, singing her hit song Diamonds. Apple Music. Now, you notice that I have the overlays from previous video. I'm going to actually delete all of them. We're going to see why. Because Descript has this really cool feature. If I go here to template, I go to captions, karaoke, and now I can add caption to all the slides. So I'm going to do that very quickly. This one. And that's it. So I'll play from the top. At this year's Super Bowl, Rihanna ended a first live performance in 7 years, suspended above the stadium, singing her hit song Diamonds. Apple Music was for the first time to sponsor. There's two here because I copied two, so I need to delete this one. You know what? I'll delete just in case. Okay, I'll just try it. Was for the first time the sponsor of the halftime show. In this video, I want to show you why Apple Music won the Super Bowl, in my opinion, and how you can apply some of the principles and the strategy to your company, regardless of its size. That's it. I have a video with caption, and now what I'm going to do is click on the publish. I'm going to export video, current composition. I'm going to trim it to 1080p because it's sufficient for social media, and I'm going to export the video. And we have the result here. I'm going to open. At this year's Super Bowl, Rihanna ended a first live for perfect. And that's how we can create from the same composition, actually for two different compositions, one landscape video with the overlays and one vertical video for social with automatic caption. I hope you enjoyed this. So there you have it. If you're looking for a powerful tool to create high quality audio and video content, Descript is worth checking out. If you're interested to explore the product, make sure you use the sign up link provided down in the description and take a look at it. If you subscribe and become a paid customer, it will support this channel, which will enable me to make more those kind of videos. Also, I will be sharing 10 Descript tips in a future video. Make sure to subscribe to this channel to be the first to be alerted when the new video comes out. Ciao.